Good early afternoon from England, people. It's Sol here, and I'm just going to do a shorty here for you today. And one or two things that are coming up, fingers crossed. So, you have to understand in England at the minute, we're still in lockdown. God knows, and it's an embarrassment to the nation and our government who are inept and weak. But anyway, getting die cast in normal times is problematic. In lockdown, it's almost impossible, but there are one or two grocery stores that carry very limited stock around my way, and I went to 3 venues and got about 6 or 8 vehicles. I'd just like to share them with you because it's these crazy times where old or foreign stock is coming out, so I've got some stuff that I really wouldn't normally get here. But anyway, so let's do some cars. So the first one we got here, I do believe this is from maybe the G case. Have we got any information on it? Yeah, there we go, G case. G case, but this is an American long card, as you can see. And this is the Wiccan Rod. That colour scheme reminds me of the fairly recent Mod Rod. Total fantasy casting. Pretty damn funky, it has to be said. Let's get a bit of Dyson vision there. There we go. But yeah, so this is from the G case, and it's doing the rounds here, but I say it's on long card. Now, when I say to you, I go to Asda's, which is owned by Walmart, you have a few Hot Wheels, not in dump bins or boxes or on pegs. I don't know if you can just see that. We have them hung on what I call plastic ribbons. So this hooks on a plastic ribbon, and the idea is you just grab it and go, it snaps off. But when I went to Walmart, they literally had 2 or 3 castings, and this was one of them. So I was more than happy to pick this one up. I like this, it's funky. Say, it reminds me of the Mod Rod. So that was a rarer find. And then following on from that, again, I'm looking at this, and this is another long card G case. So I guess Mattel, whose distribution centre for Europe is actually in Diecast Doodland in the Netherlands, they must have got some American stock to bridge the gap while we get our short cards back, maybe. But anyway, we've got a Chrysler Pacifica in black. Haven't seen it in black. Got a red one, got a blue one. Good wheels on this. I wouldn't change anything about this. But again, American long card. What's this one on there? It's a Baja Blazer series, 7 of 10. But yeah, so that's another one that by rights wouldn't normally be here. So that's 2 from the G case. Let's go for 3. This one's a beauty. Star Sparkly Spangly Jaguar XESV project car. Project 8. So I guess like anything, they have these experiments and see where they go. But look at that beast. Lovely fin on the back there. Lovely details, full lights and badge on the front. Fully racked on the back, as you can see now. But again, that's something that by right shouldn't be here. So I'm pleased about finding that. Let's edge him up, see if we can get as many in as we can. Yeah, so you can see firmly that's 3 American long cards. Another G case one. Oh, beautiful. BMW Z4 and Motorsport. Nice tempo work on it. Subtle, I like that. That's pretty much a European colour scheme there. They like to do a lot of white with flashes of red and blues across. It's like the Alpine racing scheme. Nice fin. Never seen this vehicle before. Now, I say I got 2 of these at B&M, and I got 2 at Morrison's, which is another British supermarket, and they do, as you can see, all of these, I got these ribbon dispensers on, so they don't come out in any great detail. They wouldn't put a case out, they wouldn't put half a case out. It'd just be what we call odds and sods, bits and pieces, dribs and drabs, Mike Dyson. But yeah, so that's 4G case on American Lawn Cards. So I was mightily thrilled to find them. And then this is something left over from the D case on our typical cards, short cards. And this is the 15 Land Rover Defender double cab. I've got 2 or 3 of these. I've got quite a lot of Land Rovers, but I haven't got this grey and black camouflage scheme. Quite unusual. And when D-Case was doing the rounds at our end of the country, never saw this at all. But yeah, so really happy to find that one. I'll try and stand him up that way like so. And then, of all things, they had some G-Case through, but there was only this, and I've got the black version of the Batplane, and as you can see in the light there, this is a silvery grey version, comes with a stand. So that was a bit of a shock find because they had nothing else in store. And then, like I said, I was in Morrison's, and that's the only place I know in England that has a very limited supply of majorette. And I say we don't see these things. These are just the basics. We don't get anything like premiums. It doesn't tell you on the packaging there what that is, and it really doesn't. Well, it tells you everything on the back. It's just that a lot of it's in foreign writing. But if I'm looking at that front end, that firmly looks like a Jeep to me. I know it's a Jeep, but I mean the manufacturer Jeep. Let's get that in focus. There we go. Something like a Jeep Renegade. It's actually got the word Rubicon there on the wings, look, front wings. But yeah, it's a funky colour. It's a kind of lime green. The wheels I don't mind. Nice roll cage and seats in the back there. And a nice spare wheel on the back. Dyson. And so again, that's lensed headlights there. So I think that's a Jeep. No doubt it'll tell me underneath, but because of that raised up piece of plastic there, I can't quite see. Oh, hang on, let's have a good look. Yeah, I was right. It's a Jeep Wrangler. Nice safari expedition-y type thing. So I'm really happy to find Majorette. It's a brand I like, but we just don't get them anywhere near as often enough. I think I've got one premium yellow Mercedes SKL, and that's it. Oh, and of course, Dimmy got me that beautiful Volkswagen T1 towing a caravan, which you saw the other day. And so my final piece for today is this little beauty. And I think that's a Porsche Spider, because right there on the hood, look, you can see the Porsche badge. Again, lensed headlights, so that's a quality thing. A full array of detail on the back there. There we go. Good shape, good wheels. Again, I don't know why people don't take to Majorette. I'll just check, see if I can see on the base. Made in Thailand. Yes, there we go at the very bottom, Porsche Spider. But yeah, I think that's a lovely piece, and I'm really, really happy to add these it's been nice to get out and get some finds. So that's my little latest find videos, a bit of this and that, and some stuff that I never expected to see. And I think it's only just because the fact that you're getting stuff in the shop from the main suppliers in Holland, and we're finding all sorts of weird anomalies, but hey, I'm happy. So I'm going to end the video here, other than just to say that since I've filmed this one, I've had 2 packages arrive this morning. Chris Jones, Diecast Dungeon, your package has arrived, sir, and all I can say is, oh my goodness, did you give me your entire F1 IndyCar collection and stock cars, amongst some other things, which I will be doing an unboxing video all of its own. I got my latest eBay win on a Team Transport. That's the lovely Mercedes and the Team Falcon. So I'm getting a few bits together in the Falcon race livery. I have now, I think it's got 6 or 7 Momo Racing Team pieces. I've got 2 new pieces in that, of which I'll be doing wheel swaps. Oh, excuse me. I'll be doing wheel swaps with them to bring them up to the standard of the others. So they look a nice gaggle. I shall fetch you them 2 collections just to compare them with your collections and see where we go and how we expand on it. And then, as luck would have it, I went to my local frozen food store, which is a small one in Barton. And of all places, they get the odds and sods of cases in from Hot Wheels. And I was walking around and the manageress come up to me and said, "Oh, Sol, I was going to ring you. We've got a new case of Hot Wheels in for the first time in months. And would you like to have a look at it?" Well, of course I did. And to cut a long story short, I spent about £68 on Hot Wheels out the G case. I have never seen a Hot Wheels case with so many great cars in and very little in the way of fantasy. So hopefully Hot Wheels are listening to the people that are spending the money. And, you know, it's nice to have a few fantasy castings in for the kids, get them into it. But basically, the money's spent by adults. So you listen to your customer, don't you? Surely to God, if you want your business to succeed, you listen to your customer. Well, it seems with G-Case that Hot Wheels have. So I went crazy. I try and pick all the doubles because Mick does the same for me. So if he found the G-Case, he'd get as many good ones as he wants. He buys the doubles and then he sends me, I don't know, 8, 10, 12 pieces, depending on what they've got in doubles. And I've done the same for Mick this time. So I got an absolute carrier bag full of G-Case. So it was about £68 I spent altogether. And that'll be coming as well. I don't really want to unbox anything at the minute, or sorry, pull them out the blisters, because I need some FD Supplier Plano cases again, but they're out of stock at the minute due to the COVID thing and being imported from America. So I'm just going to have to be patient, and then I shall have a couple of days of, you know, mass unpacking and stacking in Planos. So that's what's coming. Now, in the meantime, this being Thursday early afternoon, tomorrow morning I go into theatre for operations on both of my eyes, and I'm going to not be able to see due to these special blinkers they put on you to keep the dirt and dust out your eyes, keep everything. It looks like looking at a frosted glass, you know, when you're in the bathroom or the toilet. You can see sort of shapes and colours, but you can't see anything in any definition. So I've got to lay down for 24 hours to not try and rupture what they're doing, and also my vision won't be there at all. So please leave a comment. Please feel to leave a comment. You know, feel free to leave a comment, but be aware that I will not be getting back to you straight away because of circumstances. However, after a day or two of laying in blackened rooms, and then when we peel these blinkers off and get some drops in, I'll be able to see what it feels like, what's there, and then I will set about my usual task of answering all your comments. But please bear with me. Don't think I'm being ignorant. Now I've explained the situation, let's carry on as normal. Let's be optimistic. I hope things are calming down in America for me die casting brothers and sisters there. And as always, everybody, please be well, take care of each other, and hopefully I'll speak to you in a few days. This is Big Sol saying bye bye for now.